So hello, I'm so glad that today for our Associate Member Spotlight, we have Patrick Gill with Staver Accident Injury Lawyers, actually our very first law firm to be on a spotlight. So welcome. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about your firm, especially why you're interested in traffic safety.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name is Patrick Gill, and I'm one of the attorneys at the Staver Accident Injury Lawyers. We are a law firm based in Illinois. We have many offices around the state and in the collar counties around Chicago. Our main office is in downtown Chicago, known as the Loop, and I'm one of several attorneys who work in this office. And I guess this is kind of important to us because I would say probably 80% of our cases involve traffic safety in some way. It's a lot of car accidents, truck accidents, pedestrian accidents, bike, motorcycle, things like that. So pretty much all of the issues that the GHSA speaks to and is kind of pushing are things that we deal with every single day. And I guess it makes the most sense to say that we step in when the GHSA initiatives kind of meet their end. After something goes wrong is when we get involved. So there's kind of a nice play between the two organizations in that way, I would say.
Yeah, thanks. You're right. It's kind of where we stop, you begin. And I think I might see a hint in your background, but what traffic safety issue are you most passionate about and why?
Yeah, well, the number one for me is, as you said, I ride an electric scooter to work. You can see here, I, of course, have my helmet, and I take that every day. I commute 5 miles through a lot of downtown Chicago and also, some nearby neighborhoods. So it's a pretty decent commute. I'm in a bike lane as much as I can be, and I'm in the street when I can't be. It's a big deal to me. I was hit by a car this last fall in October, and I don't want to get into it too much. That case is kind of ongoing, but pedestrians and motorcycle, or I would say pedestrians and bicycles and motorcycles are some of the more vulnerable people on the roads. It's really anxiety inducing to be driving around traffic and people that don't know you're there and they don't really kind of respect the separation for the bike lane. It's a big deal to me. What I really like about what Chicago's done is that there are concrete separators between some of the bike lanes and the rest of the road. Just that small detail can just make it so much safer and so much easier to trust that these cars that are flying by you, can't get into your lane or turn right directly through your lane of traffic. So it's a big deal to me. And I think that with rising gas prices, there's going to be a lot more bicycles. There's going to be a lot more scooters. There's going to be a lot more pedestrians trying to get to and from work. So I love the initiatives that the GHSA has to try to improve awareness about vulnerable individuals. The other one I'm really interested in is child seat safety. I am an uncle to 3 nieces and nephews under the age of 3. My sister works in Grand Rapids at the Community Foundation, and she's really interested and involved in things like providing resources for underprivileged individuals who don't have access to car seats and educating people about car seats and how to install them and use them correctly. So those two things are a great partnership between myself and what the GHSA stands for.
Patrick, that's music to my ears because I am a nationally certified child passenger safety technician instructor since actually 1998. So I love it when people talk about making sure that everybody in the vehicle is buckled up and secure. So thanks for being an advocate for that and for micromobility. And so you've actually been a member of GHSA since 2017. Why did you decide to become an associate member?
Well, if you look at the GHSA website, which is really fun for me, there's a great part of the website, state laws, and it's really interactive and it's neat to be able to just pick an area of interest, whether or not it's alcohol impaired driving or drug impaired driving or autonomous vehicles, which is a new interesting thing. There's a lot of different areas. You can click on a state and it gives you a very basic overview of the state laws and how that compares to the national laws. Other than that, it's hard to argue with pretty much anything the GHSA stands for. I don't know many people that support, alcohol impaired driving. So it was a pretty obvious partnership between us and the GHSA. We stand for the same things. I just see the downsides of it every single day, multiple times a day, and so it's exciting to see people who are dedicating their time and their efforts to, making everyone safer.
Well, Patrick, thank you so much for being in our spotlight, for being a micromobility user and using your helmet. And we really appreciate you being a member and partner.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the time.